You're live.
Oh, I need a powder puff for my big giant forehead.
You're with the
my 10-gallon 5-head.
with the interrogation light on you. It's never gonna.
We need the powder, Audrey.
It's not. It's
makeup.
just the light. It's not anything.
It's called a big glare on your forehead.
That's what happens when light hits skin.
You know nothing about fashion or makeup.
If anybody on here knows Pam, you would know how hilarious that statement is. Anyway.
Nobody knows me. I'm an enigma.
Hey,
did someone
everybody.
Tell me once that I was an enigma wrapped in a turd?
That would have probably been me.
Well, I had one drink, so that's what happened.
So I'm not sure who's in here. It looks like there's 3 people in here. We've
Hi,
got some
everybody.
comments, but one of them's pretty old, I think. I think Mikhail put one on there a long time ago, right?
Yeah.
So looks like Bill and Yvonne might have just popped in. Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hey, Milan and Dad.
We have an abandoned, some abandoned wood.
I don't know how they can answer me, but I want to know if it's pronounced botanical or botanical gardens.
It's botanical.
I would think it'd be botanical.
Botanical.
Because, I mean, how would you spell the name Bo? How would you spell the name Bo?
B-O.
I should have seen that coming from someone who's...
What? Throw my drink in your face. I had it was mainly soda, but I always catch myself.
We're a little. No, we're not too early. It's 6 o'clock.
You were over there yelling at me. Get over here! I'm ready to go.
I'm just wondering when to start kind of talking about stuff. It's 6:01, but there's
if it's 6:01,
people in
6. It's go time. Hey, punctuality. My motto is.
You sound like you've had more than one drink.
If you're not, I'm a
Bill.
lightweight. If you're not there 5 minutes early, you're late. Oh, hi, y'all. Taylor, Melissa.
Hey, Melissa. RG
And
Homestead.
RG. Hi, RG.
Good evening. I hope all are well in the chat tonight. Don't forget to hot the like button to show support.
I think Mikhail is it Michal? Mikhail.
It's probably Mikhail.
Mikhail is probably gone.
Thanks, RG. Yeah. How's everybody doing? I don't want to. Did anyone fall for the picture? Maybe Bill.
Did it say for sale?
No,
Oh.
I didn't. I'm sure there
secretly put up for sale.
There are various for sale signs though around that you could mistake. So, but they're not ours.
I thought they were.
The place is not for sale.
It looks abandoned. It's got weeds all
around. But I mean, make me an offer. You never know.
We thought about it, but
so that picture was actually the before picture, and I haven't even taken the after yet. But because I'm not completely done, but I've pulled weeds on 3 sides of the house. There's one more side to go. It just. I mean, that's just what happened with all the rains. You know, I spent a lot of time pulling weeds from places we walk and stuff like that. So I just didn't get to the house right away. So yeah, that's what it looked like. Pretty bad.
And I was pulling weeds out over in the front of the trailer. And it's rough when I pull weeds because I become
How bad were your allergies today?
It was bad when I first came in, but then I took a shower and it was better after that.
Hey guys, sorry I'm
High
late.
desert living homestead.
We're driving too much. That's Pedro, right?
Oh, it is.
Hey, there's
Yeah.
Mikhail.
Hey, Mikhail, what's up?
Abandoned wood.
It's gonna get walls eventually.
It is botanical.
Botanical. Okay.
I still think
you
that's an
were
awesome
right.
name. That's really clever. You will never stop pulling weeds. You are correct.
Oh yeah, we've been doing it for
I guess
26. It's mainly in April or September.
Well, we must have got with the past 2 years. I think we got lulled into a false sense of confidence there because the last 2 years felt to me like they were pretty bare, which we didn't get a lot of rain, so I guess they probably were. But this one, wow.
Oh, yeah. Weeds with a vengeance.
We got spoiled by the last couple of years without really having to worry about it.
Yeah, all through April, I never had like any allergy symptoms at all, which normally it's April and September, but I think
that place got flooded. Owner got scared and left everything. That's right outside.
That's ours. It's ours.
Yeah, the weeds are crazy.
We're going to live there
those weeds have got some bad shape in El Paso.
Big Will's Kitchen. Hey.
Welcome, Big Will.
Those weeds have got us in bad shape. Oh.
Are you guys breaking records there too? I mean, we're breaking records here.
Hey, Tom.
There's Tom, 79. Nice.
Oh, nice.
At 9 o'clock.
Mikkel, we're building a straw bale home. If anyone doesn't know.
Oh, yeah, in case we really threw anybody. I took it for granted that everybody knows we're building a
We're so famous, everyone knows who we are.
In case you didn't know, that is our future house.
If you got all that wood, you can make a nice garage. Oh, that's going to be, we're living in a tiny, tiny RV. So
far we've got I think a nice shed and a nice carport that unfortunately that carport is kind of a storage unit at the moment for bales. So, but
and lizards and mice and snakes. They got a nice.
But that's all right. We'll get it back soon here. I've got some big news.
What is it? I don't even know. What's this big news?
Some potentially big news to share. I didn't want to share it too early before people got on here. But,
I remember.
Okay, so Big Will in El Paso says second wettest monsoon season in recorded history.
Second wettest.
I forget what record was actually broken. I think it was Tucson for a particular month. Was it most rain in a month? Is that what it was?
Affordable Desert Dawn.
Affordable Desert Dawn. It's just too good to be true, but I'm here. Hey, Don.
Affordable Desert Dawn.
What do you guys think about making a wall out of your soil?
We
actually are planning on making our interior walls out of adobe bricks, which would come from our soil. That is our plan. Pedro says, "What happened to the recommendation you made me to tell myself allergies don't exist?"
Well, I'm doing that every morning.
I'll tell you,
it helps. It does.
Yeah, I'll admit it worked for a long time, and it may still be working. It may have been worse. I don't know, but she's getting hit right now.
So when I go out and I come back in, I have to really sit down and I have to do.
Oh, so McCall
I have to do it every single day and all the time.
McCall says you could mix soil with cement and make a wall/fence around. So. One of the things we're toying with, if you've seen any of our stuff, we like to do stuff with tires. We've done a couple of foundation type work. And one of the things we're thinking about is doing a sort of a half wall around the living space. We don't have a fence around our whole area because we don't get cows running through and stuff like that. But we are thinking about doing maybe a half wall around our living area, around the house and a little bit out. That would be maybe tires and/or cans, and some sort of plaster
bottles,
or whatever, or maybe some adobe as well. So
cans and then a little bottle.
That would be
formation.
So many, by the way.
Well,
anyway,
we have a lot,
but we will probably. I mean, at the very least, we'll use our dirt for plaster.
You have some
but
questions for me.
Yes, I know.
Are you going to get started soon?
So yes, definitely. So. I'll mention I've forced myself to get back into action here. So along the lines of, are you getting started soon? The big news is, was it just yesterday or was it the day before? I can't remember. Day before yesterday? I've been saying I was going to call about and check on trusses again. So the first one I called was Southwest Truss, which anyone around here might be familiar with them. But in the past, I had gotten 3 quotes from them and 2 other companies in Tucson, and they were the lowest number, but they had a really long lead time. At the time, I was trying to beat the monsoon, so the lead time was bad. But anyway, since everything kind of got put on hold, I called them back, and he remembered me, he remembered my job, And basically over the phone, I just told him to put me on his list. So we are on the truss list, and they are set to deliver early November right now. So about 8 weeks. And I think that'll give us time to do what we need to do, but it means I got to get to work. So that's good. We'll
How
still.
did the wood framing survive the rain?
It's doing pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, it's
good to me.
It's showing a little bit, but I mean, it's solid and everything. It's still up and all that. So
I would not. I ate snake back in Texas, but
I'm sure some can cook a snake.
But I won't be cooking.
Yes, Southwest is the same company that Bill used. They are at least from my experience so far, and I believe Bill's experience. Obviously, I haven't bought from them yet, but that's the plan. But I mean, I have met with them. They're very nice. They're very helpful. They're easy to talk to. They gave me a great price that last time around. They were the best price I got. So I've been happy with them to this point, and I'm pretty sure Bill was happy with them. But yeah, it's the same company. It's down in Sierra Vista. Don says he wants a bunch of rain, so he'll get water next year. Anyway, so yeah, that'll hopefully be the kick that I need to get these walls going again. It looks like our weather is going to be better. Again, I'm not going to say the rain's done. And of course, we're still pretty hot right now. Hopefully that'll break a little bit soon. But we should be coming into maybe some pretty good weather to be working in. So I'm optimistic for the next 2 months.
Mikael says there's a tutorial showing you how to make the wall.
Yeah.
We've actually done a tutorial on how to make the clay bricks.
We've made bricks. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to go about it, but yeah.
Yeah, there's different ways.
Let's see what else. Snake is good to eat.
Wild chicken.
Come on, lower temps.
Yeah, in the morning it's been really nice.
A mix of tire / soil won't keep water away next time it comes around.
Actually, our place is pretty much on a hill, so we don't get
a lot of
flow
right through our property. It's not bad. It's actually not very bad at all. We've got the house purposely kind of elevated a bit up on the tires. The foundation itself that is tires. You know, we will do a little bit of swales and things around the house to kind of try and divert water slightly. But like I said, the property doesn't really. There's a couple of spots on the property and a couple of big spots on the edges that we've talked about at length. You know, the one wash on one side and a big ravine on the other side that obviously water flows. But on the main portion of the property, there are only a few places where the water really kind of flows and digs a little bit, but not bad at all. So at least for the moment, the property's laid out pretty well that it doesn't get real destructive, except for out on the edges. I'm very
he
good.
says we're going to start to. Oh,
congratulations, Tom.
Yeah, that's great.
Awesome.
He says we're going to. Oh, hey, Billy.
So good news. Hey, Bill. So good news is you're starting to build. Yes. Yeah, I'll call Bill Billy.
Yeah, there's a Bill and a Billy.
Yeah, Pedro, we are starting. So we're going to start, I think, early next week.
Early next week?
Well, the beginning of next week.
Okay. I'm gonna remember. I'm gonna go back to the video and show you that.
Should be done in 2 weeks.
We're Sherry.
That means you can bring capital into your off-grid home when you do it. Oh, common man, yeah. Yeah, that is awesome. That's got to be great.
I will never be cooking a snake. I'm sorry,
she won't do it. She doesn't want to cook chicken. You know that you buy in a package.
I don't like to touch meat.
That's not happening. Fubar Ranch, excellent name. That's a good one. You don't need to say it out loud, but do you know what Fubar stands for?
Yes, I do. Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, was it in there?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. If you don't know what Fubar means, go watch Saving Private Ryan.
Anyway, yeah, that's the biggest news. Obviously, same as always, pulled a ton of weeds. Like I said, there's an after shot for that before picture of the weeds around the house. So I've been still. Whoa, and Jody separately.
Jody too.
Jody and
Hi.
Billy. Welcome, guys.
I just found one.
Have they moved yet?
A snake.
Have you guys moved?
They're probably packing up.
Lucky me, Billy says.
Billy
Oh, they haven't moved.
and Jody have been in some of our videos.
Yeah. If you've watched the delivery of the solar trailer,
yeah,
you would have seen Billy and Jody on our videos.
2 weeks.
Oh, they're moving in 2 weeks.
How to build a wall out of rammed
Here's
earth.
the video.
Oh, I've seen that.
We've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've worked with that guy.
We've actually worked with
Ray. Worked with Ray.
Ray, who built that wall for Derek. So we've worked with Ray. I have a T-shirt. I'm not wearing it tonight, but we have some of Ray's T-shirts. Ben
I just had
one.
it on today when I was pulling weeds, but then I pulled it off. Took a shower.
Rammed earth is actually when Mikhail, when you first mentioned dirt and stuff, I wasn't thinking of rammed earth, but rammed earth is awesome. It is really impressive.
It looks really awesome.
There's a little bit of work to it, just like anything else, but it is pretty impressive. And actually, now that you mention it, that would be a great way to build a sort of a wall,
indoor wall. Yeah,
because it's almost free. You've got to do some form. You have to be able to make some forms for that dirt.
Yeah.
But it can look really cool. I've actually done, I don't know if you've done an actual wall with Ray where you tamped the dirt into the forms.
I was there, but I was sifting the dirt.
I have actually done some of the tamping of the dirt in the forms to build a wall with Ray, so it's super cool. And they can look really neat. They can be really strong. You do have to use some cement, obviously, because they're exposed completely to the elements. So, but if you do it right, they can hold up really well.
Do you know if you can seal that? Like, do you seal that with linseed oil or something?
I think generally it's the concrete mixture that really
seals it up.
Does it. Oh. But it will tend to kind of maybe crumble a tiny bit in spots if you're not real careful about it, and if you don't tamp real well. Mom's not on here yet that I've seen.
Didn't this
the Great Wall of China is part rammed earth?
Didn't this used to be your mom's cup?
Was it?
You've had these forever.
Yes, but I don't think they were my mom's. I think they were mine.
Oh.
Check out that video. Yeah, we were not there for that particular build at Derek's place, but we've seen the result, and we've done the same kind of work with
Northwest to
Ray.
Southwest.
Ray.
That's Michelle.
That is.
I'm sorry. Michelle and Terry?
Terry, yes. Terry and Michelle. I believe it is. Our future neighbors. Welcome, guys.
I was trying to see the shed, and I couldn't see it because the weeds are so high now. It's so much greenery. What are you looking at?
Mikhail keeps talking about the video. We have seen it.
Yeah.
So let's see. This is Dawn. I had a super cool day. I put together a small solar array.
Nice.
Dawn, you already got your water stuff? I put together a small solar array, 400-watt panels to hook up my new snazzy solar water pump for the cabin cottage. Wow. I didn't think you had gotten it that quick, Dawn. That's awesome.
Yes, no.
Yes, no. Wow. That's great, Dawn. I know Dawn said he was getting that set up. So Dawn got a setup for everybody. Dawn got a setup to pump water from a cistern to wherever. And he bought it from a company, I believe they're called RPS, where they sell a package that's basically everything you need, totally self-contained, with solar panels, batteries, the pump, and the whole deal to run all that. So that's cool. Hi, Dawn. Yep, Yvonne's back now. Oh, Yvonne's back? I remembered him saying something like 8 or 10 days a while back, and I thought she wouldn't be back by this one.
I saw.
Welcome back, Yvonne.
Man, 2 weeks went by quick.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yes, RPS so far love it. Tech help is amazing. They hold your hand. That's awesome. Great, Dawn. Good luck with that. It sounded pretty neat. That setup.
Oh, I was going to ask you about well, I don't think we're expecting any more rain, but it seemed
Not
like
right away,
the rain kind of leaked through the gutter a little bit. Is that what? Are you going to have to?
How do you mean?
I mean, what happened?
Through the gutter?
The barrel that was underneath the gutter should be empty if it was done correctly.
It's because, so this doesn't have to do with the gutter. That has to do with the PVC. It's because I haven't glued the PVC
Oh,
yet.
that's right.
We talked about this at length.
I know. I remember now.
Yes.
Okay.
The PVC does leak because it's only dry fit right now. It's not glued. I have to glue it. But to glue it, I'm actually going to have to kind of undo some of the stuff I did, glue it, paint it, put it back. So I haven't done it yet, but I will.
Yeah, I do remember.
But yeah, it does leak right now. Yeah, that's really exciting, Dawn. I didn't realize that was going to happen that quick, but that's awesome. What else is going on? The weather's been pretty good. It's hot.
You went on a trip again without me.
Again? Without you?
Are we going to talk about that?
That's the first time I've gone.
Oh, I went on a trip without him, and then he's like, okay, I'm going to go on a trip without you.
That's not what happened.
I know. That's not what happened. But he did go on. I went on a trip, and then he went on a trip. But I already knew his trip was planned for a long time, and then I had a spur of the moment.
Well, you went hiking with Timmy.
And I also I left again and went hiking with Tim, my son.
Yes,
which I think he's watching.
Don says, I love that a water pump for my home doesn't take any power overall, just independent solar. Yeah, it's nice to have that be separate so that you don't really have to think about it stealing away from the other things you need. So I will probably try and find a way to have mine be a separate setup with a small panel setup and a small battery setup. Where did Brian go?
Mexico.
I went to Rocky Point. I went to our condo in Rocky Point. It's the first time, and I didn't even realize it until he asked me. Jared asked me, when was the last time I had gone without you or something, and I said, I've never been there without her. That was the first time. It didn't even hit me until he asked.
One time when you left me there.
I did leave you there. I tried to leave her there, but she came back.
No, that's when I was painting. I was decorating and stuff in our new condo. Dan has been, what? There's that Dawn.
Oh, Dawn. Yeah.
Messing around. He didn't release a single video.
I saw Pam doing her best Little Mermaid imitation. Little Mermaid.
I was swimming.
Oh.
I didn't show myself. Yeah.
I think he means Dawn. Looks like Brian needs a haircut. What?
Oh, that's a joke.
Oh, no. Yeah.
It's because of the haircut thing.
This is what, a week old?
So maybe? The first time I tried to cut his hair out here, it was with a pair of dog clippers.
Billy was here, but Jody
wasn't. Billy was filming it. We did do an off-grid haircut once, but okay, I can't. My brain is. Oh, I was going to say. So I had a goal that I was going to do a video on my channel, Simply Pam, every day in September was my goal. So I've done. What's today?
You said 16 in 16 days, even though today's the 15th.
Well, I've already got one in the chamber ready to go for tomorrow. It's already scheduled to be released.
Hey, Jim and Jessica.
Hello, Jim and Jessica.
Just to catch you up, Jim and Jessica, we're on the list for trusses. So we are tentatively got trusses coming in 2 months, 8 weeks ish. So
November?
Yes, beginning of November.
Oh boy!
So that's a pretty big deal. Thank you. Let me back up and make sure I didn't miss anything. So Pedro said, "Don't come to Arkansas because ticks here. The property I seen was bad. First few seconds I walked out of the Renegade.
Yeah, I used to live there. I know.
On my pants. You were not born in Arkansas, but you've lived in Arkansas, right?
I was born in Oklahoma. Then we moved to Arkansas. Then we moved to Texas. Then we moved back to Oklahoma.
It's so tough to keep the throngs happy with lots of videos. Yeah, it's tough, Don."
You know what's funny is Taylor and Melissa have 2,000 subscribers and they don't even put out videos. And here we joke around because like I'm busting my butt and I have like 700, but that's cool. I don't care.
Water pond development video in a few days. Cool.
I don't do it for. Wait a minute. Let me choose that. Let me choose my words again. Oh, what did it say? What did that say?
So
I want to see.
You kind of defeat the purpose of that. Told you what it said. So anyway, I think that's actually all that's going on.
Yeah.
So that's big news for Dawn. We've got so we had some news.
A lot. I've been painting a lot. Oh, Off-Grid Patriot.
Weather will be nice in November to work on trusses.
Rick. Is it Rick? Off-Grid Patriot.
Off-Grid Patriot. Hopefully the weather will be nice between now and November. And shortly thereafter, it'd be nice to have a nice stretch for walls, trusses, roof. I need to re-engage and get to where I wanted to be before the monsoon, which is a roof over it, so I can worry a little less about the bales. And it would be nice to get our carport back. Although we missed the summer, which would have been the best time to have it, but oh well. Mark and Michelle.
Oh my gosh, I am going to have to write this down
again
because I know someone else that it's Rick.
We do need to get busy stacking bales.
Similar name. So Off-Grid Patriot is Mark and
Weather will be nice. One video every day. Keep up the good work, Pam. Yeah, she's doing good.
Then Michelle and Terry are
northwest to southwest. Get busy stacking bales. We do need to. I'm hopeful that ours is going to be a little unique because, as I said, we're going to be building doing bales in between bucks. So we'll be doing little sections. But I'm hoping that after I do one section, I'm sure that first section will go a little slow. I'll learn about how some things go together and whatnot. But I'm hoping that once I get past one little section, that we'll be able to kind of make some decent progress with it. So I think we've got plenty of time to make it happen. But yeah, we do need to get to work. And I was real hesitant on the phone. He kind of surprised me on the phone. He was like, "Do you want on the list?" And I called him up thinking first I just wanted to find out kind of what the lead time was. I didn't know what they'd say. And then he kind of remembered me, and we talked about it a little bit. And he said, "So do you want on the list?" And I said, and I was kind of caught off guard. I was like, I didn't want to commit to anything, but I thought it'll be good if I just say I'm doing it, and that'll make me get out there and make it happen. So hopefully that'll work. Pedro says, "I won't be going there again. Going back home, stopping by Texas before we go home. Best property I've seen is in Texas."
Excuse me.
Love the flower vines.
I used to live in Texas, but thank you.
Pam's lived in mostly northern Texas, right?
Around Dallas, Waco, around Austin.
I was going to say she's been all over Texas, but that's not really true. Texas is huge.
I've been a lot of places in Texas.
Anyway, I don't want to rush anybody off, but that is kind of our update
in a nutshell.
But if anybody's got anything they want to mention, like that was awesome news for Dawn, or if anybody's got any questions, let us know. Let us have it. But yeah, we should. The goal is first thing next week to get going with bales, and the first one's still sort of a test for us, right? The first little section will be the first one I've actually done here. We've stacked bales, but it's always a little unique, right?
Don says we had more news.
I think you had more news. Do you know something we don't know? What else do we have, Don?
Do we? Don's going to help us do a...
Did we really land on that? That's a question.
Don's going to help us.
We did. We did. I'll say it. We did.
Is that... So is it... oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Brian had more news. Okay, I thought maybe.
What's the news, Don?
Referring to.
What do you know that I don't know?
The pond.
He might mention the pond.
The pond.
That'll be in the future.
Don is going to help with a pond.
Property I like is near Austin. Austin's northern, right? Oh, I thought you mentioned more stuff, Brian. No worries. I did. What did I throw out in the beginning? So the big news was the trusses. The trusses are the big news. Which means we're getting back to work. But
that is what he's talking about.
What am I helping you with? We definitely will do a pond.
A water
It's just
feature.
a matter of when. And Dawn, you can help us with bales and trusses and all kinds of other things too.
Oh yeah, we might. Well, if you want to, that is.
But yeah, I think that's about it. Love to help you guys with your pond.
A pond?
We're definitely gonna have a pond, Billy. A pool and a pond. A pond would be good for you.
It's going to be more, I would say, maybe it would be more of a fountain.
So Tom has a question. Are your trusses shed roof style? The answer is yes. We will have one single slope roof, yes. If you're familiar with Bill's build, it is very similar.
Ooh,
much better, much better.
So how much do you remember how much yours were?
Well, the last time when I actually got them to take some off, they were 4 something. So not too far off of that. Not enough that I would call again, because it's been a while now. I don't know that I'm really entitled to anything else anymore, but yes, I paid over 8, Bill.
Oh,
yeah.
At the beginning,
I paid over 8 probably 2 times. Yeah, I think I paid over 8 for the stuff that's the window and door bucks, which I never got any refund for because I used them, right? And then I think I paid over 8 again for the 2x4s that were for the box beam, but I did get refunds for those all the way down to 4 and change. So basically about half off of what I paid. So anyway.
Billy, I think because the pond water is moving, I don't think that the mosquitoes will multiply unless it's like standing water.
Yeah, as long as your water is moving, you should be okay.
It has like
should be okay.
It'll
have a pump. It'll have a pump that'll circulate the water. So yeah, you do have to be careful. You don't want standing water, but moving water should be all right.
Yeah, I think that other pond.
But Dawn, in case you didn't know, Dawn, who's Affordable Desert Living, has built one of these, and he's going to help us with it.
Yeah, it's we have a pond that has sitting water right now out yonder.
Oh yeah, we have a little plastic kind of.
It needs to be dumped
pond,
out.
I guess you'd call it. It's small, but it's just sitting out there. But it's been rained in, and yeah, it needs to be dumped.
Maybe someday we'll get some little goldfish.
Not right away.
Or something, but
it'll be more just for looks and for sound. I actually like the sound of the water kind of running. It'll be more of a waterfall type of thing, like you'd have on a pool or whatever, right? Just for noise and looks. But maybe someday, I don't know. I love the sound of water kind of trickling down rocks and stuff. So so Don says he's not having much issue. That's good. Oh, where we used to work. There was a pond outside a building where we used to work. What else? Yeah, it's good that lumber prices are down. Hopefully they stay down. Hopefully for me too, because like the same story as before. The lead time on these trusses is about 8 weeks right now, and they only build them like literally a few days before you want them. Right? They just put you on the list way ahead of time. And they didn't even re-quote me this time because it wouldn't really matter, because what this company at least does is they don't give you a quote, 8-12 weeks ahead of time and just hold it. They will give you a quote, but they'll tell you right in that quote that they're going to reprice it right before they build it. So I still don't really have a price like locked in or anything. But the expectation is that it should be at least somewhat lower, if not drastically lower than the quote I was given the first time, because lumber prices are down. But that's assuming that they stay down. So, I mean, you never know what could happen. But he told me to call him maybe 3 weeks before or whatever. He said they run anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks where they'll be using the lumber that they have in their yard at that moment to build them. So he said about 2-3 weeks before he'll know the price, because he'll be using that lumber. But he doesn't actually have the lumber today that he'll be using. So that's why he can't even give me a price today. So Bill, yeah, the quote I have is still from in May, which in May it was $4,400, which was of course higher than I expected or higher than I wanted, but still, comparatively, it was way less than the other 2 quotes I got. And all I know right now, I don't have a new quote, but as I said, it wouldn't matter if he gave me a new quote. He's just going to calculate that price when he's ready to build them. So we talked about it, and what he said was, all things being equal, if things hang out the way they are now, he said you should expect it to be significantly lower than the quote we gave you the last time, because that quote was basically at the height of the lumber prices. So as long as they don't shoot back up, I'm hoping that it can be, 10, 20, 30 or more % less, I would hope. But we'll see.
What is the span of the trusses?
Now we need food prices to go down. What is the span of the trusses? I
don't think food's going down.
I got to think about it again.
They'll just keep going up.
So the actual span, before they hit the walls, I mean, they'll be longer for overhang, but the span from wall to wall, in this case, kind of front wall to back wall, short wall to high, tall wall. I think in our case is something like interior, which would be the span, the unsupported span, is in the neighborhood of 27 feet, something like that. Now they'll be a little longer than that again for overhang on either side, but something like they'll be spanning something like 27 feet. And then there's actually, a little over a foot of the wall itself because it's a straw bale wall, and then 2 feet of overhang. So, I mean, add another 6 feet, they're over 30 feet long. What's funny?
You'll see.
What is the span of the trusses? What did they quote you? Brian and Pam, have you thought about your source of cob for the external part of your straw bale build? I don't know what's hilarious.
Nothing's hilarious. My thoughts are hilarious.
Okay. Source of cob for the external part of your straw bale build. We should be able to get everything from here, Don. It's sand, it's soil, sand, clay, straw, and water. So the straw we've already got. We bought enough straw bales that there should be enough leftovers that we can use the straw from our bales. We can take basic soil from our property, somewhere on our property, or we can go for really clay rich stuff, which we have a spot we can go for clay rich stuff, and we can even get sand, I think, if we need it. So we should be able to get everything we need from right here. It's just a matter of kind of going to a spot on the land where we can sort of take it without making a mess. But we should be able to get everything here. So that's the plan. And as we said, we're planning on making bricks for the interior walls, adobe bricks. And again, all that material should come from here. So fingers crossed, we shouldn't need really anything additional for that. We just need a mixing mechanism. We'll either buy a mixer, or we've got some friends who have a mixer that we might borrow. We'll see.
Hey, Ben.
Ben Johnson. Are you going to pay for an excavator? I wonder how much that costs. Probably not. We're lucky. We've got some connections around the neighborhood. One guy that does a lot of our road maintenance, he's already actually been over here a few times to move a little dirt around for me and stuff. So we have access to some people who can do at least some amount of dirt moving and things like that. So if it were a huge project, that might be a different story. But I think everything we need done, we can just have people. We know people that can get it done for us, I think.
As far as windmills go, windmills don't last out here because there's too much wind.
Listen, windmills, there's nothing wrong with windmills, but my personal feeling in Arizona,
we don't need them, is
that you can get everything you need from the sun. So I personally don't see a need for a windmill in Arizona. Windmills are fine, but I don't personally see a need when you have the sun 330 days a year. So anyway, that's my personal feeling about windmills and solar is if you're in Arizona, you should use solar and you don't need to think about wind. So, but everybody can do whatever they want, but that's my personal opinion.
The caliche, I think that we don't, it's pretty deep because
yeah, that's a good question.
We have a crevice out there, and you can actually see where the caliche starts, and it's way down.
I didn't really think about that. I know when you build in Phoenix and Tucson, the caliche is a big deal. It's one of the reasons they don't do many basements and stuff like that. But God. I don't think we're going to have that issue here. We shouldn't be going super deep for anything. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal for us. You need to get going and build a project like Green Dream Project.
We're not.
Green Dream, nothing tonight. Oh, the grill. Bill asked Jim about the grill. What was on the grill? We saw that cool new grill.
We like to travel around a lot, so we're different people than they are.
Why am I getting hungry all of a sudden? That's weird. I just ate and I'm getting hungry.
Well, you didn't eat a whole lot. He doesn't eat a whole lot.
Anyway.
All right. I think I'm about done.
Good question, Bill.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of rude when you come onto someone else's live and just start. I don't know.
I think we're probably about done, y'all. In case anybody's got another question, those are some good questions. If there's anything else you want to know, come back next time and ask us, or make some comments, or check out any of the other videos we've got out there. I know I haven't made one in a while. I will, I promise. I took a break, a very extended break. So other than that,
yep, I agree.
we can probably shut this down a little early tonight. Let everybody get back to whatever they're doing. Thanks to the East Coasters for being on late. Hopefully that's not too much trouble for anybody. But I'm Arizona, the fall apart.
Thanks, you
breaks
guys.
Over. You're right, Jim.
Yeah.
You're right. It should be over. The building break is definitely not that, you know, we got some important things done. I'm glad we took a building break. I don't regret that, but I know I need to get back to making
well,
some
we
videos.
Couldn't really do anything because it was raining so much.
That was something I think we had to do, so that was good. All right, guys, we're probably gonna wrap it up. Thank you very much.
Thanks, everybody.
We'll see you next week, same time. You know, I always put it out there just so you're aware that it's coming. But our plan is next week, same time. So we'll see y'all then. Other than that, thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all soon. Stay safe. Talk to you next time.